I hadn't actually sat on cross counter leading up to the race. It was a case of having my first sit on him the day of the Cup. So once you hit the back of the saddle, or once you hit the back of the horse, it's about quickly tuning into how your horse is reacting to the situation. Obviously, you want to try and keep them calm, and so you automatically you're tuned into what they're doing, and the build-up can be quite intense with the noise and whatnot of the crowd. So it's important to stay calm yourself and breathe, and hopefully your horse is breathing and relaxed.
For the Lexus Melbourne Cup.
Once you're in the barriers, same thing, you've got to get set, barriers open, and my plans changed instantly. I didn't begin as well as I did on cross counter, so I had to adapt to what was unfolding around me, and that was one thing I learned as a young kid is, I was told by my uncle Tony that riding horses, if you miss the start, or if your horse is slow to begin, just try and make it up at the end, not at the start of the race or the middle of the race. So instantly I just said, okay, I've begun a bit slower than what I thought I would. So I went back and we just settled. We were second last, third last in the race as we'd gone through the first couple of furlongs of the Melbourne Cup. I thought the tempo was okay at the winning post the first time.
Now the Cliffs of Moore has gone amiss, I'm afraid, at the back of the field.
That horse broke down, the overseas horse, and I just was able to get out the way of that.
Well back is Cicada, and they were followed by Cross Counter at the back of the field with Avilius.
Once we get to sort of the last 6 furlongs or the last 1,200 metres of the Melbourne Cup, that's where the dynamic of the race changes and things start to evolve, and I was able to get on the back of Yucatan, which I thought was one of the hardest ones to beat in the race.
Yucatan about 6 off the lead around the turn.
I then had to do a right-hand turn and edge my horse to the outside, and I knew at the 400 metre mark I was going to finish very well, and I was able to get the horse to produce a really good finish.
And here comes Cross Counter coming at Marmello. Cross Counter's flying. The Blue Army have done it at last.
It was a magic feeling. Third Melbourne Cup, it was a special feeling, that's for sure. And there were many things that needed to go right, given how far back in the field I was. But it was fantastic to be able to get it done. It's like kicking a winning goal in an AFL grand final, or sinking that putt to win a major. It's the joy and relief is. I suppose there's a bit of relief involved, but the joy is there instantly.